Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Gavinsky's Tutorials. Today I'm going to tell you a few useful things I think very useful to know about this app called Cache by Lewis Le Val. So that is the developer of a couple of recent releases like Midnight Plaza free app and Dark Park, right? Now this works standalone and is an AUv3. And it solves a few problems that you might currently run into dealing with samples, especially inside a host app like here, AUM. So, AUM, what I would normally use for loading samples and stuff, by the way, would be the file player inside AUM. But this is really not one of my favorite parts of AUM. It's got a lot of limitations. To give you just one, like there's no searchability, right? That's just one thing. But this is really a big upgrade, and it only costs something like $3, I think. It's super useful. So let me show you a couple of things that I would find it useful for. And let me just mention a couple of things as well that are really useful to know. You might have issues when you first use this, trying to get it to access Audioshare, for example, if you use Audioshare, or access files on iCloud. So let's look at how you deal with those situations. So the first thing, let's just quickly look at how this works in a normal scenario. So the most basic scenario is you load this and then click here and go to your whatever folder it is or whatever that you want to load in there. You could load files, you can load folders. So here, I'm just going to load this one here, a couple of random samples, this folder, sorry. So you see now that's in here, right? And if I press on this, then now I can do a few things. Like one thing, for example, I can, let me just bring the volume down a little bit. I can audition things, right? No, that is not anything all that special at all yet, but it gets a lot more interesting. Let me press pause here. I'm a bit surprised. Like I thought you should be able to press here to pause it, but that doesn't seem to work. It just starts it again. So I have to go down here and press pause. It does have a loop function as well, by the way. But let me show you one of the really cool things that it can do. So some apps support drag and drop, right? So if you take an app like Fluss, for example, Fluss has like a built-in file browser, right? I can tap here and I can go in and I can browse files. The thing is, I can't audition them, So like this is actually much more useful, right? To use this to search for files, because a lot of the time you don't really know what you want to load and you'd like to audition it, right? So that's one thing. But here's the really cool part. So then you can take something and you can just drag it. So let's say I audition this. Okay, and say I like that. All I have to do now is grab this and drag it, and it's in there, in Fluss, right? Now, a lot of apps don't support drag and drop. I don't have a definitive list or anything, but I will mention some apps that support it in the pinned comment of this video, and I'll put some other information in that pinned comment. It'll be useful, I think. Now, another thing, you can also drag and drop Midi files, and this, like here I've got a piano roll, but this will work in D8Ws like Logic or whatever, drag it in, to Logic's piano roll and stuff. So let's go through here. Let's see. Here, look, I've got some Midi files, right? And again, I can audition them. Okay, let's say I like that one. Then I can just drag it in here, right? And it's in there. Normally in Atom, I can import Midi, but I'd normally use the import Midi thing, and then it'll use the Files app, and it's just not as elegant as this, right? But there are issues that you might run into, and let me show you those now and show you how to solve those. Like if I go down here, for example, to Audioshare, which is where like all my stuff, most of it anyway, is stored. It can't actually access Audioshare. Now, like I forget the technical details of why that is. It's something to do with Audioshare, apparently, and Audioshare developer, who's also the developer of AUM, apparently could do something to enable that, maybe, I think. But there is a workaround, right? And so this is a really important thing that I want to communicate. So if I go to Audioshare, now I'm go to Audioshare, I'm not talking about, because this is a mistake I made first. You know, I was going to Audioshare in locations here and trying to share things from here, you know, in the files, right, on the iPad, the Files app. That doesn't work for what I'm going to show you now. So what you do is in Audioshare, just go somewhere, like let's say, for example, my AUM recordings, right? Go there, long press on it, then go to export/share, and then, you know, you'll get the usual thing popping up, right? And you'll get, or you should, yeah, you do have here cache there, okay? And you just select cache, right? And once you do that, oops, wrong app. Once you do that, it'll be in here. You know, I already shared it like that. So one idea the developer of Cache, Lewis, had was, you know, you could, in Audioshare, you could just kind of make a master folder for all your stuff and keep it in there. So that's maybe one thing that you might consider. Then you just share that folder, and then everything that's inside that will be accessible in Cache. So, you know, super, super crazy useful. There are other little things that you might want to know about this app. So, you know, I'll put some more information and stuff in the pinned comment. If you found this video useful, smash the like, etc. And see you in the next one, guys. Take it easy.